Hello, ladies, gents, and federal workers on their 3-hour break. It is Spelunky 2.5. Another update is here to torture me yet again. I am loving every bit of it. I do bitch and moan so much, but it's out of a deep, heartfelt, near obsessive feeling of love for revitalizing the wonderment and amazing feelings of Spelunky 2 novelty. Leave me alone, you filthy mole. I'm trying to find a safe spot to drop Jack and his silly, stumpy, fleshy legs so that he doesn't immediately bite the dust going down this level. What is this first level of dwellings, man? Something that Spelunky 2.5 still has failed to accomplish. You son of a whore. You piece of trash. I'm gonna stick with it. Still have failed to accomplish. It's weird that it's still not there. No. Oh wow, I should have been deaf. I should have. The fact that dwellings still feels like a chore, it's just weird. It's just weird. It weirds me out. This guy, the poor bastard. The poor bastard. He happens to be selling the one tool that allows me, please, there you go. The one tool that allows me to get rid of him instantly. Oh, he was a buffed version of the shopkeepers. But he could not withstand the might of the crushing shield. Because I murdered him so fulminantly, because it was such a sudden murder, is that why the shotgun became usable? Or did you change it yet again, TommTamm? I wonder. I wonder what is the lore going on here. I would like to use one of these turkeys to perhaps allow me to live. If we get enough, we can get a Kapala and we can make something happen here. Is it just me, or is it something that is just embedded in the fabric of dwellings? That they always feel like a chore, no matter how much variety you put into them. What is it about it? I have not put any deeper thought into it, other than, like, you still see me, you're actually tame, you still see me edit it out, because it is just not very engaging to play through. It just feels so samey. Maybe that's the simplest reason. It just, you know, we see it so often. I don't want the entire video to be dwellings, because it certainly feels, navigating this new and improved version, it's by far a more interesting experience than playing through default dwellings, right? There is no question about that in my mind. You definitely cannot be trusted not to molest me. Please, get there. Now I just need enough flesh to put him to my mouth and give myself a little bit of extra health. Just with enough of these blood pellets. We have only 30 seconds though, and of course we need to deal with the shopkeeper at the exit. And these dang old moles. Give that to me. Man, we got a super upgraded version. Ooh! Whoa! I think we can actually get through this. Oh baby! Get me out of here. Feels like someone's there. Give me that blood. Give me that blood. We are almost there. Almost. The optimal run, brother. How dare you? Small bit of panic there. Oh, slowly getting myself that health. There was a comment saying, hey, why don't you go to the back layer? You have 2 guaranteed crates back there. I was like, I don't know that. I have not paid attention. I'm just a ball of fear, panic, and horniness when I come back into this back layer. I don't pay attention that there's actually 2 guaranteed crates. You just need to put them in your face. But now that I actually have read your comment and paid a little bit of attention, like, oh, look, they actually are always here. Never quite noticed that they are always here. Kind of an annoying wall to destroy, but for sure, let's go through there. Let's not even engage with whatever the hell is in the middle. This is the journey to the weird castle area place. Let's see what we can accomplish in this locale. No mimic. That's right, you have the incredible ability. What the? Okay, I'm done with that. Probably I should be really careful about knights that teleport. Although I believe that got changed not too long ago. Could be wrong about that. Those black knights, they used to teleport. I'm not just imagining that. Quite certain. You son of a... Quite certain. They used to teleport. Well, they don't teleport any longer. Music, the circus music is making me feel some kind of way. Don't know if it's positive or negative. I would like to have access to all that nonsense. I guess I'll follow my way through. That's fine. Another bottom. Why not? Why not? Let's do some violence. Yeah, this guy just... It's super armored. He no longer teleports. I could have sworn they used to teleport, right? I'm not just imagining this nonsense. Instead, they got basically super armor now without... They probably punch you real good. It is a great source of blood, for sure. Great stuff, great stuff. There was another comment too that pointed out, hey, why don't you do this? That simply did not register. That was a thing that I could do. I forget exactly what it was, but, you know, just trying to keep myself... think a little bit outside. Oh, yeah, of course. There was a message putting me on blast saying, I cannot believe you are working around the shopkeepers. You're actually tiptoeing around their presence and being cautious. Where is the maniac bloodlust of yore? I do not even recognize you. It really did put some shame in my heart. It gave me quite a bit of pause, and I was like, yeah, you are correct. I agree. This is anathema to me. I do not recognize myself the way that I am behaving. By the way, we need to, you know, get the hell out of here. So let's try to do that. Freaking ghost still. Turbo mode for the ghost. Don't know exactly where I'm going now. I'm gonna pick this one. Don't know exactly where it goes. I think it's the summit. Oh, we got this feller. I think he rewards you for being a maniac. Do you have something to say? No. But I think that's why he has just given me a reward, because I have pissed off shopkeepers and he is very pleased with that behavior. He is against a part of the mob that wants me to annihilate law enforcement. Little did he know that I was just working on my parole, and I have finally been allowed back into society. But I may reoffend. It is very possible I might. Anyway, yes. So I am indeed embracing the bloodlust and the violence. It is against everything in my DNA. It's just, you know, it's nice sometimes to engage with the game mechanic instead of just resorting to mindless violence at every single turn. When you want a little bit of variety in the media that you consume, you just want just eternal conflict. What is this, the year 40,000? Could you debase yourself with such violent tendencies? Seen up here. Let's just carry on with this wonderful level. Okay. I thought that you helped me only when I pissed off Callie. I don't know what your deal is, brother, but I am glad that you were here to be taken in by my pretense that we were both on the same team. I am only on Team Paco. Team Blargo is for me. Everybody else is just incidental. We just happen to be walking the same path at this particular moment, but at any time in the future, I might turn around, throw a fist at your face, and steal your wallet. And just be glad I did not put a fist up your butt and do the helicopter with you. Whoa. Okay. A little bit of balance. Whoa! Should have definitely taken a bump to the face. That should have happened. It's indeed a future that I avoided. The timeline diverged right there. Worked out pretty well for me. This Kapala plus shotgun setup that we have going on, this is a truly blessed circumstance, the likes of which are nearly impossible to come across. Spelunky 2.5, let us count our blessings and never again disparage the twin gods of Harry and TommTamm, for they provide the blessed runs whenever they choose to appear. I just updated, I think I just said that. I haven't noticed any differences yet specific to this particular update, which is perfectly fine. It is, you know, if you want to focus on making updates that purely address bugs and crashes, that is perfectly reasonable. The thing is, oftentimes, yeah, why not? Oftentimes, bug fixing is not even possible because you don't even know what is going on and how to address the problems. You know what I'm saying? So you're just left with either doing nothing or adding more content so you can properly break the game again and be the never-ending developing cycle of a live video game. There's no real reason to harvest blood anymore. That is a lie. That is a terrible lie that I should not convince myself of. Only when the health total is 99 should I stop making blood pellets out of my enemies. For death is around every damn corner, at the very least over 20 is a very reasonable threshold to put yourself at when you have a Kapala. Why am I carrying it? What the hell is that? My shotgun has stopped functioning. I think this counts as a little bit of a bug. I think it's the radio. Yeah, the shotgun is still attached, but it ain't working. But the radio now spawns the crate in my hand, looks like. Took my shotgun away. Well, the blessed run has been cursed by a wonderful new glitch. Fantastic bug. I like it. It is an entertaining bug, so I'll take it. Eh? Cool. I thought that I was oh, no, don't boomerang me. Okay, it's all good. Worked out. Maybe if I pick up the boomerang, will I drop? Oh, wonder what the hell that was about. It's like the game engine put two entities in my hand, eliminated the functionality of the first one, but it was still an entity. It was not just a texture. Really funky how that works. Certainly some useful bug fixing, some useful data for TommTamm and Harry to look into. That is totally a mimic. Yep. Oh, it leaves the chest behind. That makes a lot of sense. I like that. Like you, and then flee. What was I in the middle of saying? Oh yeah, of course. Doing a little bit of bug fixing. Probably useful to know that, hey, it's not completely erased. It becomes a half-functional entity. Probably some kind of knowledge that will help out. Really wish I had a key, but there ain't nothing. Let me explore a little bit harder. Maybe there is a key spawning somewhere. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Over in there was, I think, the black man in a hood, right? That's what is contained behind this door. Unfortunate, really could use a crown, but I don't think I've seen any keys spawning in Unfortunate. My boomerang has also been destroyed. Well, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. We have discovered a new being. What? Ah! I'm being harassed by an evil version of myself. What the hell? Nega Paco has come back. Nega Paco is real. He can hurt you. Okay, there's a stump, and they just continue existing. These entities. At least they don't do full damage. I thought for sure it was like a 10 damage entity. I wonder if you can destroy them. Alright, buddy. Alright, you slightly more evil version of myself. Wow, you're still alive. Oh, you can destroy them. But I ran out of fuel. So it's not that big a deal. You can just, they're basically bees, right? Yeah. They in fact leave the debris of bees. Pretty awesome to have Nega Paco become part of the 2.5 lore. Let's see if we can get some stumps here. Gorgeous. A gorgeous sound effect. No, why? What the? I thought I had turned around. I really did think I had turned around. Another comment, very helpful, saying, can't believe you poo-poo the ice beam like that. You're a fool! It's an instant kill corpse eraser that is literally the next best thing next to the shotgun. Oh, you used to have a shotgun, so what the hell is the ice beam worth? Right? But now the shotguns are really hard to come by. Meanwhile, the ice beam is here doing a one-shot kill on all bosses. Idiot! It was an extremely rough to read message, but I truly needed to read that hard, mean comment. No, this is ass. Give me that any time of the day. There's not even a... Sure, we'll buy those boots. Those boots are pretty good. I can't believe I murdered myself in the blessed run with the Kapala and the jetpack. That was so stupid, man. And the shotgun. Well, no, the shotgun not anymore, but feels pretty damn idiotic. Not very happy with myself. Let me get myself some extra life. Another thing I'm not very happy with myself. Oh, there's a crash. Man, a super crash. He actually closed Spelunky. It's hot as hell in here. Something I'm not happy about. Very disappointed in myself. Oh! Is the 10-year anniversary version of Eternal, my first published novel. Has taken forever to get ready. Still working on it. By the time I'm done with it, it will be the 11-year anniversary of Eternal. I'm still gonna make it 10 years because that's the nice big round number, but feels pretty dang silly. You're a supercharged, super fast one. Okay, that is a machete, huh? Not terribly interested. I'm gonna pass on that piece of trash. But it is pretty silly. By now, my initial concerns have indeed come to pass. I have not been able to stop myself from just making it a full rewrite. The plot is largely the same, but man, I would say a good 50% of the words on the page have been rewritten. So the newest version will replace the older one. I will absolutely make sure. Oh, look, there's a place for my key right there. I will absolutely make sure once it's out that the old version will always be free to read in my website. It will just be posted for free. But the new version is such an awesome, great improvement. I'm very proud once again of the pros in there. It's going to be a great, awesome improvement. And as I have worked on it, oh, really, I was hoping to get that Ujjayi without disturbing more spider. Oh, baby, there you go. As I have worked on it, I forgot what I was going to say. I started the entire endeavor as a way to update the prose to the same level that the sequels are going to be, because the entire point was to write out an entire trilogy. And now I'm like, man, I have, with this rewrite, while the plot is largely the same, there were 3 major dangling plot issues that were left dangling on purpose so that they would be addressed in further installments. They're not vital to the story, but they are dangling plot elements. This rewrite very nicely wraps them up. 2 of them, one of them fully wrapped up, the other one, you can pretty much infer what it's all about. The 3rd one, it's left dangling. And that has always been the plot of book number 2. But like, the more I write, man, I am just completing this novel. I am completing this novel in a way that is making it the satisfying trilogy you get in the full novel. And that's one of the reasons why coming up with a good plot for the interim. I know where I want it to end, and I know what ought to happen. But the in-between has always been quite the challenge, because it's kind of making up of something completely new and different. Because the first one, it was wrapped fairly well. What happens if I throw a person at you? You don't take it kindly. You don't really bat an eyelash on that. Let me just eliminate all these. Well, okay. I was super powered by virtue. How dare you molest that lady? The virtue of this lady has been fully erased. Her bunghole now looks like a subway station. Truly atrocious. Let me put her to the death. Put her through the sword. She was completely defiled by that caveman's cock. So really don't want to have anything else to do with that. So as I continue writing, it's like I'm kind of making this into just a pure standalone, and I'm very happy about that. Still have my misgivings about whether I want to do the trilogy or not, but man, it is a lot more satisfying to read this book. Let me just get the hell out of here and finish it and be like, okay, that was a great experience. I don't really need to read 2 more books in order to feel like the story is complete. Oh, no. What I'm saying is that it's really turning out beautifully. I really love what's turning out. I'm still working on that cover. Hey, want to see my progress in the cover? Let me show you. Let me show you just a second. I'd say it's about maybe half rendered. Let me use a nice brush. Oh, that got all weird. This whole piece is pre-rendered. The bottom is a little iffy. I will probably modify a little bit so it doesn't look so scabrous over on this side. This needs some work, but it's almost there. Really happy with this texture back here and, you know, all the rendering. And the most satisfying of all is the sense of depth. I am very pleased with the sense of depth that I was able to achieve over here. It's very nice. And this area over here will be, you know, it's basically completely unworked on. It just needs a lot more work. I figure I wanted to have a black and white version, fully what's the word, fully realized levels of lighting, you know, the depth and all that stuff, and only then tackle the colors. And this is only one side. The back of the book will have a completely different scene that pertains to Alexandra. If you don't know, it's 2 protagonists. This is Aaron's waking up place, and then I'll do Alexandra's side of things, and they'll nicely meld over the spine, and the name of the book will just be on the spine, whereas you get a full view of the front cover and the back cover, just the art. I have been really enjoying it. It's kind of a test of, I wanted to test myself whether I could fully render these textures. I do everything at this zoom level, only using these two brushes that I built for the whole process, basically just making them feel as close to paint brushes as I can make it happen. So every line you see is a painstaking line that I have put onto the canvas. It's not a texture that I mapped onto it. And in that way, let me get back to the game. Part of the reason that I wanted to do it completely by hand with just the paintbrush is because, like I have said before, I am not a man who's against using AI as a tool for the artist. Oh, that's right, there is a ghost that comes. Do you guys know that there's a ghost that exists and comes and haunts you? So I wanted to make the full recording. I've been recording every paint session. It's been about 7 hours, what you saw. 7 hours of painting. And I wanted to do that for the covers, because I do want to use some AI for the interiors, for some textures, some frames, perhaps even as an assistance. I will not use AI art fully, but to assist me to like the starting point of some creatures and some illustrations. I think it will help a lot to have like a baseline of AI generation. We got one of these, huh? It will help me out, like save me a ton of time. But I wanted to do the cover with a full recording of the process to kind of prove, not just to the public, but to myself, that hey, I am capable of this. This is my level of skill. And I'm gonna use AI not because I ain't got the chops. I just really want to get it done in this century, you know? So I'm still ambivalent about it. Don't know if I'll end up doing it, but I'm a big fan of AI as a tool for the artist, as opposed to, you know, the slop garbage generator that it has become. You know, it's so, in a way, it's a manner of trying to justify its use to the frothing rabbit mob that comes over and judges you immediately, no matter the context. I don't know if that's enough to appease them. Not that I do things in order to appease strangers on the internet, but I do share a lot of their sensibilities, if not their manner of protesting and being of rabid frothing masses that get on my nerves so much. The mindless hatred of instant derision. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Anyway, is it? I think it's derision. Yeah, derision. That's the word to say that. The way to say that word. So you just kind of wanted. It was mostly to legitimize the use of a time-saving tool. Because what is digital painting but a time-saving tool? I think I could get the results that I'm getting on paper, but it would take so much trial and error and crumbling up or throwing away many canvases to get to that point. Just now realize that there's a radio up there, but it does require me to do violence against Ratface. I ain't feeling that kind of way today. I'm just gonna pass on that. Didn't I have a sword? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Let me go back there. And I have instantly changed my mind, because there's few things as entertaining and hilarious as coming out here and just obliterating Ratface with one hit. Fills me with joy. Give me that sword. All right, now I only have 1 minute to get through this level. See if we can make it out. We gotta gambler shopkeeper. I think I'm just gonna bum my way through. I ain't got no time to be navigating this nonsense. I do want to gamble, but I only have 30 seconds. What the hell are you doing? What was that jump? Never mind. This is easy. See you later. I ain't got no time, buddy. We gotta get the hell out of here. Nope. Because you see, I want the book to have illustrations at the end of nearly every chapter. That's right, you do this now. My sword has been eliminated. Definitely not intended behavior. Unfortunate that it's a deceptively major bug, isn't it? Because if you grab the radio, it just locks you out of all the permanent items that you can carry on your hand. So it is really bad. So certainly you should not have done violence to grab this buggy radio. That was really stupid of me. Oh, but look. I see. We have further discovered how this bug works, and we can actually make it not fatal, not permanent. Man, this Tiki Man area is just a nightmare, huh? Oh, I do have a new AI, but it has not blinked. There you are. Are you over here? Yeah. Will the shopkeepers be mad at me because I have the radio? I don't think so. But we're going to find out really, really soon. Alright, fellas. Let me do an elimination of the Antonio Banderas. Okay. Just by picking up the radio, I did not piss him off. But this is fairly nightmarish. Really shouldn't do this. This is a mistake, okay? I want to go on record with everybody aware that what I have done, not the smartest choice that I have ever taken in my life, but at least these stomps are these stomps are working out pretty good for me. I'm liking them. One of these wonder what is the deal. Some of these shotguns, wonder if it's just random. That some of these shotguns are grabbable, some others are not. See the one over there on the left is not grabbable. It ain't grabbable. So what is the deal? What the hell just happened down there? But I am glad that I was not the target of that entire bit of violence. Don't shoot that way, bud. I want you not to destroy my bombs. Careful, careful. Oh! Oh, shite. Oh, shite. See here? Yup. Yeah. The super fast ghost is just... It ain't right.